Hello, it's time for October favorites. I hope I'm able to find a cool effect to put under here. I'm not that good at computers, so we'll see. It's Halloween next week for me right now. I don't know when it's Halloween for you. I don't remember when this video is coming out. Okay, this video comes out in a couple days. So for you, Halloween is like 3 days away. As most of you know, as most of you know, I have had a rough year, but I think I'm finally starting to get back on track. Our house is pretty much done with construction. We went on our trip to Italy. Kendall's health stuff is still a little bit questionable, but it feels like maybe we have a better handle on like what we're gonna do moving forward with it, which is great. Also, if anyone has tips for this, so normally, obviously I wear a little claw clip to like keep my bangs together. But I have developed like a new cowlick in my bangs at 32 years old, and I don't know what to do about it. My hairdresser kind of just made it seem like what I can do about it is nothing. I had so many favorites this month, but let's get into my top 10. At number 10, we have La Via del Tè. All right, let's go get some tea. This is an Italian tea shop in Florence that I went to. To my understanding, there's a couple. I know there's at least 2 in Florence. There might be more in other parts of Italy or even more in Florence. I'm not sure. We came here, first of all, you walk in. The music, so relaxing. The smell of tea, so relaxing. The people, so nice. Do you want to make tea? I think it's perfect. Very chill. Great in the midst of all the hustle and bustle of Florence, especially this year with Jubilee going on. We didn't feel the repercussions of Jubilee in most of the places we were in, but Florence, you could really tell. It was like a Wednesday at 11 a.m. and it was packed to the gills. So the inside, relaxing. The selection, unbelievable. So many different teas from all over. Also, you can take the lids off everything, smell everything. The people who work there are experts, so they can give you advice on anything. You can obviously just get the tea in the bag, but these were really affordable and I thought it was so beautiful. We have like a little tea station in our kitchen because I'm a big tea drinker. And I thought this was just so beautiful and absolutely usable once you're out of the tea, which I love. I'll put other tea in this. I'm always looking for vessels to hold loose leaf tea. So this is perfect for me. I will get so much use out of it and I love the color. It's so beautiful. We got this orange cream tea, delish. Well, at least it's in there good. Oh, okay. Stunning. It really smells like a creamsicle, which is one of my favorite things in the entire world. I also bought some bags of like instant iced tea. I got them in an orange and lemon flavor. I love citrus, as you know. You can buy their stuff online, but also if you're going to Florence, you should definitely stop here. At number 9 is another thing I brought back from Italy. This Caudalie Creme Exfoliante Desincrustante. Crustante? It's in Italian, as you can tell. I got this in Italy. What it is in English is the Caudalie Deep Exfoliating Cleanser. Kendall picked this up kind of on a whim, and we ended up both loving it so much that I've already added it to my cart for when the Sephora sale happens so I can just check out. I'm not a big beauty guru, but I really like this. It's nice and exfoliating, but it still feels not too intense, but sometimes you get exfoliating stuff, it doesn't feel like it's doing enough. I think this is the perfect balance. Plus, they don't test on animals, which is something I always look for when I'm looking for beauty products. This was my first time trying Caudalie. I also got their micellar water and maybe like an anti-aging little kit or something, anti-acne maybe, I don't know. But everything that I tried, I loved. And people always talk about this, like when you see people go to Paris, they do hauls and it all has a bunch of this in it. I've always been kind of skeptical. It really is good. It really is good. At number 8, we have HelloFresh, and they are sponsoring this video today. As you know, I love cooking, but Kendall, my fiance, does not. And something that I don't always acknowledge is that cooking can be really intimidating to people who are not naturally good at cooking or didn't grow up cooking, maybe didn't grow up in a family of people who cooked. To me, cooking feels so natural, but I'm sure cooking to me feels natural in a way that math feels natural to some other people, yet I can't do it to save my life. We've gotten HelloFresh a couple times now, and what I really like about it is that it's very clear, It's super easy, and it's really helping Kendall build her confidence in the kitchen. So she's getting more into cooking dinner, because there are some nights that I get home super late because I have a show or I wrap on set late, and we don't necessarily just want Taco Bell, even though most of the time we want Taco Bell. But sometimes you just want a fresh homemade meal. This was one of my favorites from this month, but I'll also show you another one of my favorites in this clip from Kendall where she makes the whole meal by herself. I was getting ready to go see Marina of Marina and the Diamonds at the Greek Theater, so I did not have time to cook dinner, and she made us a delicious meal. Okay, we got these, but what I like about these is that you're able to sub out the meat. So I did this with turkey instead of pork because I don't eat pork. We also did the garlic butter shrimp. We have this chicken lob rice bowl. I also did this, sub out the protein. I did shrimp instead of chicken. And last but not least, we have the air fryer blackened salmon Caesar tacos. Kendall's in charge of this one tonight. Got everything all portioned out. She's cooking it up. You're the cook this week. You're the cook this week. Oh, okay. Give me one more chance. One more, all right, okay. You're the cook this week. It's, okay, all right.
Wait. HelloFresh.
Oh.
HelloFresh. It's what's for dinner. Wait, what is that quoting?
It's what for dinner? It's what for dinner?
HelloFresh. Who made this?
You. Okay. You take a bite. I have a real audience.
It's good.
Show them.
I don't want to be on camera.
Oh my God.
I'm already eating it.
Okay. Charles.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
You sure you don't want a second one?
Honestly, maybe I do.
The pineapple turned out really good.
Okay. You heard it here first.
Hi.
I didn't sign up for HelloFresh in the past because I found the options to be a little bit limited, especially as someone who has a more adventurous global palette, I will say. And I also found a lot of meat heavy options, and some of the options that didn't have meat were like a little boring. But that is certainly not the case anymore. They really do have all kinds of interesting meals to fit all kinds of diets. Vegetarian, vegan, pescatarian, meat eaters, gluten-free, dairy-free, whatever you're looking for, they do have it now. They have tons of veggies, tons of protein. They even have more expensive proteins like I really like shrimp and scallops. And I really do believe that everyone in your house, from the youngest person to the oldest person, will enjoy them. Take advantage of the new HelloFresh by using my code JordanMyrick HF at HelloFresh.com. That's JordanMyrick HF as in HelloFresh, for 10 free meals plus breakfast for life. Now here's all the technical stuff that you need to know. 1 free meal per box with active subscription. Free meals applied as discount on first box. New or returning subscribers only. Varies by plan. Sign up today by using the link in the bio for this video, or go to HelloFresh.com and use my code JordanMyrick HF. At number 7, we have spending my money. I know things are bad. I know we're seeing day by day more and more recession indicators. That being said, I will continue to use my money. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to save some of my money as well. But for me personally, when people start talking about a recession, things getting harder, I try to cut back on things that I find unnecessary, which might be different from things that you find unnecessary. For me, supporting local businesses is never unnecessary. If you really can't do it, you can't do it. But right now, I'm okay. I currently, in the moment of making this video, have a steady income, so I will keep patronizing local restaurants, local businesses, and spending my hard-earned dollars there. And if you can't do it with your dollar, do it in other ways. Go to your local library, check books out, go to their programs, volunteer for a community organization. Basically, per usual, be invested in your community. But if you have money to do it, put that money in those places. If you have money, put it back into your community. Your produce will taste better, your products are coming from closer. I'm not running out and telling everyone to spend a ton of money, spend all of their money. But for me right now, one of my favorite things this month is spending my money in ways that I want to spend my money. At number 6, we have these, I call these waffle robes. What do you call them? I love them. They're this kind of texture. A regular robe, I will be honest with you, too warm for me. I'm a naturally sweaty person. I don't like being hot. Even in the dead of winter, a big fluffy robe is just too much for me. But these are perfect. My mom wore one of these growing up, so it's also very my mom wore one of these when I was growing up, and they're very sentimental for me. I'm obsessed with this one. This one I got at Hay, which is in Copenhagen. To my understanding, they have a couple in other places in Europe, but they also have an online store. I love this one so much. I also have an all black one that I got for free at work when they did a little mythical employee, I want to call it a sample sale, but that's not what it was. It was just they lay out old props and stuff that they're not going to use and you can take them for free. So now I have 2 waffle robes. I'm obsessed with them. I find them so luxurious, so relaxing, but not overstimulating at the same time. They're also a little bit absorbent. You know when you like put on a fluffy robe after you get out of the bath and it doesn't absorb any of the water? I hate that. I cannot recommend a waffle robe enough. And let me know if you know the real name of them. If you don't know right now, which wouldn't be wild because there's very little news coverage of it, they are having catastrophic flooding in Alaska. Homes, businesses, entire villages are being completely destroyed. So at number 5, I'm recommending you educate yourself on what's going on in Alaska, and I'm gonna drop some resources in the bio where you can donate, you can read more about it, and you can stay informed. At number 4, we have the Butterfinger ice cream bar. If you follow sport, you already heard me talk about this thing, but I had it at work, it changed my life. I don't even care about ice cream that much. It was unbelievable. It's better than normal ice cream. It's better than a normal Butterfinger bar. It's like light. It doesn't get compressed in your teeth like a normal Butterfinger does, but the flavor is there. The ice cream is like so creamy and rich. The chocolate is good quality. I know we're going into winter, so you might be like, is now the time? Yes, now's the time. Put on your waffle robe and eat one of the Butterfinger ice cream bars. At number 3, I know I said I'm into spending, but I'm also into using what I have. A while ago, I saw someone on TikTok, and I'm so sorry, I cannot remember who this was, but someone was talking about how they used to save all of their nice things for like special occasions. A dress they bought, a fancy tinned fish, a bottle of wine, a candle. And then all of a sudden, it had been like 3 years and they had never worn this dress they bought. They had never eaten this thing that they had saved for a special occasion, and now it's expired. They had never burned this candle. It's just like sitting in a drawer. That was very illuminating to me because I do that. I feel like, oh, there are certain things that are nicer. You don't save those for your everyday. But this person was talking about how it makes your everyday special to actually use those special things you have. And it's really changed my outlook on a lot of things. If you also saw this video and know who said it, please let me know. I'd love to tag them. But I saw it a while ago now, and then I've been incorporating it more into my life, and I feel like it's really hit its peak this month in October, because I'm telling you, nothing feels fancier than on a Tuesday night busting out some kind of like specialty salt you got on vacation to do a little sprinkle of it over like the buttered noodles you made. I know right now everyone on the internet is talking about adding whimsy to your life, and I really do think this does that. It's a mood booster, plus it really keeps you using the things you have. A closet shouldn't be full of clothes you don't wear. It's also inspired me so much that I've decided that my wedding dress, I'm gonna wear it, it'll be white, and then I'm gonna dye it after the fact so I can get more wears out of it because I like it so much. Well, I'm going to like it so much. And I'm not gonna tell you what that means. At number 2, we have Aquarobics. I signed up for Aquarobics at my local aquatic center in my community. Extremely affordable. I think it was like $200 for like 15 classes. It basically worked its way out to like $11 a class. $11 for an exercise class is incredible, especially a water-based exercise class. Once again, all that money goes back into the community because it's at a community center, and I love it. It feels so good. It's so good for you, and anyone can do it. The class is almost exclusively me, Kendall, and all old people, and that's awesome. We're all able to do it. You can also customize it. You can make it where it's like, sometimes the instructor will tell me to do things that are harder that maybe other people aren't doing, but it really is so good for your body. I'm getting so much stronger. We use the underwater weights. I can feel my arms getting stronger, my posture getting better, and I find being in the water so unbelievably relaxing. We have the class first thing in the morning. It's an incredible way to start the day, and it's good for everybody. I obviously, as you all know, struggle with my feet after my botched foot surgery. Kendall has lupus, so sometimes movement can be hard on her. You're just able to have such a good workout without putting a ton of negative strain on your body. And at number 1, we have one of my new favorite restaurants in the entire world, Trattoria Sostanza. Do you like my Italian? Okay, this is where dinner is. This place blew me out of the water. I heard it was gonna be good. People I knew told me it was gonna be good. The internet told me it was gonna be good, but I just wasn't prepared for how good it was going to be. They obviously have their famous dishes like tortellini and brodo, their dessert, cake situation, and their butter chicken, but everything was incredible. Even just like the simple green beans we got. But let me backtrack to the chicken. This is the famous butter chicken here. I was so mesmerized by him preparing it at the table that I forgot to film a video. They roast it in a cast iron skillet. They baste it with an unbelievable amount of butter that gets really like brown butter, toasty, roasty, delicious. They come out to the table, they baste it in the skillet at your table, and then they serve it to you. We ordered 1 serving, which is 2 pieces of chicken, the guy was like, oh, you probably want more. I was like, well, no, we're getting like other stuff. We got like tortellini, we got a bean dish, we got green beans. We were like, we probably don't need more. Huge mistake. If you ever go, get 2-3 portions of this dish. We certainly should have. It is the most delicious, tender, flavorful chicken I've ever had in my life. I will continue to dream about it. I am dying to go back to Florence simply to have this meal. Then when you get to dessert, they have this cake that's like crunchy meringue, fresh raspberries. It's unbelievable. I don't even really know what's in it, but it's so good. And the service is wonderful. The servers were so sweet. And at least with us, they were very jokey. We all had a really nice time. And then when we left, he kissed both of our hands. Nobody worry, I think he was also gay. If you are going to Italy, I don't care what part of Italy. If you're even going to other parts of Europe kind of near Italy, go to Florence and go to this restaurant, but make sure you make a reservation. They're hard to get and it's like impossible to get in if you don't have a reservation, but it really is necessary. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you next month in November. Drop below what your favorite Octobers. Drop below what your October favorites were. Okay, love you, bye.